gonna put my foot down for this. But yeah, if you have anything you want to say before I put my foot down.
Yeah,
I'm a
so
big girl
Michi's
now.
gonna put her foot. Michi's gonna put her foot down.
Me when I
But
float.
we're gonna be. There's gonna be some things rolling out on the Discord server regarding the whole Purple Yuri situation, guys. So keep an eye out for that.
All right, Pharaoh. I'm gonna put
I
my
know we're
foot down.
funny.
But basic chat, I'm gonna put my foot down. I'm gonna Surus talk. Me when I don't know how to do that. This is gonna be awkward. So, I have spoken about this to Numi too. So this is not like, I swear to God, Numi's gonna make this so fucking annoying. Before you cut that out of context, okay? I told Numi that I was gonna put my foot down, and then Numi's like, you know what'd be so funny? If you turn the shit out of it. So, if Numi does that again, please know that she thinks it's so fucking funny. She just thinks it's so fucking funny, but no. I think, right? Fuck, I don't know how to word it, chat. I'm a dead. I don't know how to word it. Basically, I know that the Purple Yuri ship is a thing. I'm not stupid, and I get it because Numi matters a lot to me. But please have some you purple. Hey, daddy. Basically, let's have some what is it? Wow, I'm so good, guys. Can you guys clap so that I don't know how to do it. I'm bad at this. Can I have some round of applause so that I can feel like I'm doing a good job? Thanks. Thanks. Ah! I'm not saying like completely no. It's not that. But I have realized that the Purple Yuri ship recently has been going really a little bit much. Like it's been a lot, you know? And I think the normal ship stuff is fine. I love the art. I love a lot of things. It's not like an issue per se, but there are people that are kind of like you guys go to other people's streams and be like, hey, don't talk to Numi that way because Michi will be mad at you. Let's not do that because by the end of the day,
here, I'll put it in TTS.
Thank you.
Stop being
so
fucking weird about Purple Yuri. Thanks for attending our TED Talk.
There you go. That's me put it. By the end of the day, it had to be Pharaoh that put his foot down and not me. Can you tell that I can do this? Either way, I just want to tell you guys, we are our own people. You know, outside of the ship, we are our own people. Like, I love Numi. Numi is great, but Numi is Numi. I am myself. So please don't start telling our friends that we hate them or start to tell, you know, other, like, you know what I mean? Like, don't be like, hey, haha. Everything is Purple Yuri. Like, if I bring it up or if Numi brings it up, that's valid. But if it's like unprompted out of nowhere in a like policey way, let's not do that. And let's not spread rumors because, oh, I'm sweating. I'm sweating balls. I know Numi's gonna be like, blah, blah, blah. I introduced her to my dad for what? Numi matters a lot to me. But, well, you know, by the end of the day, we are our own people, right? Like, Numi is Numi. And she has a lot of amazing things. Like, she is a singer, content creator. She is super funny. And she is herself. She's not just the addition to Purple Yuri. Same with me. So, let's not be too weird about it. Yay! Too short. Didn't say they're real people, individuals. Don't be weird or the mods will... That's true. We will be a little bit more strict with the server because I realize that there are some people in the server that takes it a tad bit too far. So the mods will be a little bit more careful about it. Just because recently it's... I'm gonna be real. The reason I be realizing this... Because I was talking to Numi about it and Numi's like, oh, I realized this before.
How do we get this message to all the random clip watchers that spill into Twitch streams?
It's okay. I hope this gets clipped. But basically with the whole Numi thing, right? I'm not saying it's like, oh, Purple Yuri's... No, it's not that. It's like... I'm okay with the jokes and the all that stuff, but when people take it a bit too seriously, you know, it's like, oh, like I realize it's not just Bao. That's I don't want to like out their names because I don't know if they're comfortable with me outing their names, but it's not just Bao that have experienced people being upset at them.
Addendum to my previous statement, I will crush you into dust if you guys don't start acting like normal human beings about Purple Yuri.
Yeah, like it's not just Bao that I heard. There's like other people too that was like, hey, a bunch of people were like mad that I was talking to Numi and I made this joke. and then they're like, it's because then Purple Yuri and I don't know whether you hate me or not, and I'm like, what the fuck? What do you mean? So a lot of our friends are kind of like, I don't want them to walk on eggshells. I don't think they're walking on eggshells right now, but I really don't want them to feel like they have to walk on eggshells. You know what I mean? So yeah, let's not do that, because I don't hate anybody. Okay, like, people can do whatever they want to do. If they want to slap Lumi's ass, then slap Lumi's ass.
People have some common sense and common courtesy. Stop being weird.
Yeah, like, I'm not mad. I'm dead.
Also,
I will never be
don't
mad.
go around other community begging streamer to react to Purple Yuri content. Each streamer has their own activity to do.
Yeah, please don't, like, bring me up on others people's streams like that if they are not talking about it first. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to cause anyone to think I hate them, because then it'd be really awkward. Because then we have that conversation, and you know how I am, so I'm just like, I don't hate you, and they're like, I thought you did, and I'm like, oh, I don't. And then what? Then what do I say? Yeah, there's also people on the chat. You know what's insane though? Actually, I haven't seen the YouTube comments. I'm gonna be real with you. Like, I kind of stopped looking at too much comment when it comes to Purple Yuri videos, because I forgore. And then someone told me that there are some people being a little weird in the comment section, and I'm like, oh, are there? So because I knew that, I kind of stopped looking at that. But I'm not sure what the comments are saying. All I know though was I saw, like, someone sent me a screenshot of one of the funnier ones, and it was people being like one guy was like, damn, they're like Yuri baiting. And I'm like, oh, wow. It's true, guys, because I just like dick. Okay, I remember I told Numi this story, and Numi's like, I see why no one ever takes you seriously. And I'm like, why? It's true. I like dick, and only dick. I'm like straight. I'm kidding. I mean, you can think whatever you want to think. I feel like there are more girl. What do you mean by that? I'm like straight. There are more people that think I'm a guy than people think I'm straight. You know how crazy that is? You know how nuts that is? The fact that there are more people thinking that I am a man compared to people thinking I am straight. That has to be something. People think you're a guy? Yes. And I like that. Girl, nobody thinks... Dude, yeah. My favorite part is like, okay. You know when you're a VTuber and there's like those rude tourists that are like, oh, that's not a woman, that's a man, by the way. Like, that's the most common thing. It's like, oh, they're actually a man, by the way. They're not a real woman. They're a man. You know, it's a classic insult. I
got scammed.
think when it comes to me, I think it's very fucking funny, and I'm trying to like spread this. I'm low-key trying to spread this allegation, because I don't mind either, but yeah, I've told so many people, like, low-key...
confirm, Michi's dick is bigger than mine.
Sorry, guys. Pharaoh, don't dox me, man. I don't want... Chat, it's okay. I think I mean, it's not about the size of the boat, but the ocean of the motion of the ocean. Am I right? Pharaoh, don't dox my massive kyok like that. God. Sorry you have to find out this way. But yeah, let's not be weird with Purple Yuri
If you'll be
TLDR.
weird,
Smile.
I will find you. Make your download speed at 1 kilobyte per second, and then cancel your download at 99% and restart it.
You're crazy. I don't really mind a lot of things. I also like to just tell people. I know when people are like, you're Yuri baiting. I don't know, deadass. What do I say about that? So, it's really different for me, because I've told you guys the story of how I found out that I may not be the straightest noodle in the box. You know what I mean? So, I've personally have never went through a phase of like, this is wrong. I've never really had that. Not because my parents were accepting, but because my parents were... Back then, I'm gonna be very transparent. My parents used to be a little bit harmar-phobic. We are very, traditional, right? So my parents were a little bit harmar-phobic. That's a very fun story. So when I tell people that, they're like, oh, you went through that phase. I didn't. I deadass didn't, because when I was young, I talked to my mom about it.
That's the thing with noodles, Michi. They're only straight until they get wet.
I guess I'm wet all the time. Okay, that I didn't mean it that way. I meant in a okay, you know what? That did not come out right. Can we... don't clip that. Unclip it. Roll the VOD. Delete the VOD. Delete it. My bad, guys. Sorry. Anyways, I told my mom, I asked when I was like, what, in 5th grade? I was like, Mom, is it normal for me to like a woman?
You really got to say that.
I'm sorry, man. I told my mom, like, Mom, is it normal to like women? And my mom said,
You just
yeah.
cringed out like 4K people, bro.
I'm sorry, man. My bad. But basically, my mom was like, it's normal to
Michi,
like women.
Why do you make my life hard like this? Cheer 300 tuber out of context 259.
Shut up! Shut your mouth. Yeah, basically my mom told me it's normal to like women because my mom also thought women are hot. Because I was like, Mom, I like women. Is that normal? She's like, yeah, it's super normal, kiddo. And I'm like, thanks, Mom. So I always thought that it's normal for me to like women. All up until later in life, when I was like, I have a crush on this girl, hee hee. And my mom's like, what do you mean by that? And I'm like, yeah, I have a crush on a girl. What do you mean? And she's like, what? Like you are gay? And I'm like, yes. What the fuck? We had this conversation before. And my mom's like, oh shit. I thought you meant like admiring women. Because women are pretty. You know, sometimes you see a woman, you're like, wow, they're so gorgeous. And you just admire them. I thought that. And I'm like, no. She's like, you want to marry them? I'm like, yeah. Like, that's what I like. I mean, like, damn, they're pretty, and I want to marry them. You know what I mean? Mom's like, shit, and she's like, that's odd. And I'm like, well, what can it's been years, Mom. Like, I opened up to you. I asked you if it's normal, and for multiple years now, I thought that my mom was okay with it, and like, I thought that what I did was normal, because my neighborhood, like the community I'm surrounded with, especially at that time, was insanely homophobic, right? So it's not like I'm new. Like, people tell me like, that's wrong. If you're a woman that like pussy, you're wrong. But I am a big mom guy. So I'm like, my mama told me that it's normal. So I don't care what you say because all I care about is what my mama say. So I never thought that it was real until my mom was like, oh shit, I didn't mean it that way. And I was like, well, it's too late now, isn't it? And my mom was like, yeah, I guess so. GG, I'll take the L. So ever since then, my mom's like, I did say it. Damn, my bad, I guess. Oh well. Do whatever you want to do. And then my parents actually started becoming more accepting, and now my parents are very like they're an ally, you know what I mean? The arc began. Here's one thing. My parents used to be homophobic, but one thing they have never been was not sportsmanship like. They are very, very like, damn, if I did that, I did that. So I've never had a moment where I'm like, oh my god, I'm a woman that likes women. I'm wrong. And I had like that whole phase of like, I'm like not accepting or like I'm struggling. I've never really had that because in my head, I always thought my mom was okay with, like, my mom told me it's normal. And that was literally enough for me to be like, no issues whatsoever. That's how I am the way I am. So most of the time when people tell me it's like, oh, you're Yuri baiting, I also find it humorous, you know? So I'm okay with that. But I had people being like, you're actually, like, you're not actually into women. And I'm like, yeah. I tell people, like, I'm straight. I'm just an alloy. I literally told that to one of Numi's friends. Like, we just met. Like, I met one of Numi's friends, IRL. And then I was like, yeah, I'm just an alloy, guys. I'm straight. Haha. Like, it was a joke at first. And then she looked at me. She's like, are you serious? And I'm like, yeah. And she's like, oh, okay. I thought it was a joke. 7 days later, right? After a week, Numi's friend talked to Numi being like, hey, remember what Michi said about, you know, her just, you know, she's like straight? Is she being serious? Because like, she doesn't really, like, she doesn't, like, her, it's just from, I don't know. I'm not trying to, so it's just, and then Numi's like, no, she's definitely not straight. And she's like, I knew it for 7 days. I thought we were joking, but right, sorry. My bad, guys. Yeah, she literally was like, Michi does not act like it. And Numi's like, yeah, no, she's not. She thought that I was like in big denial or something. So I've never been very like serious about it because I'm very comfortable. I don't know. I don't really gaff like that. I don't really need people to believe that I'm not straight. You know what I mean? Like, you thinking I'm straight is not going to change anything in my life. So, I think it's funny. So, I don't know. It's like, if someone is like, oh my god, that's a man behind that avatar. What? If like 6 people say it, right? Do I grow a big dick? Like, what's that gonna really technically change. If someone's like, you're Yuri baiting. You're like actually straight and you're not actually gay. What is that gonna change? You know? Like, damn. I'm still gonna beat my meat. No, what the fuck? It's one of those things that are like, you know, you're not really gonna change much in my life. So if you wanna say that, go ahead. I don't really. It's not like I'm gonna cry about it. I'll be like, oh my god, I am just Yuri baiting, and then I cry as I go to bed.
Could you not?
I'm sorry. I just think about that sometimes.
In your Kill V meme cover with Kamimi, 357k
What?
views.
There's no way.
Go raise the view count, chat.
That's a
You
lot.
said, and I quote, I'm only a man. Were you just
Only
lying?
a man.
Suze.
Sorry, guys. I am just a man. I am. I think by the end of the day, chat, when it comes to like words, right? You know, when people like, I come from a very weird era in life where words matter, but well, we don't gaff. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like nowadays it's different. Like nowadays, I'm like, guys, you guys are ugly. It's like, cry. Back in my day, bro, people just call you shit. Like, they don't gaff about how you fail. Okay, fuck you. Like, back in my day, people just kind of say whatever, and you learn to just never take anything seriously. Like, words are words, you know? Like, be careful of what you say, obviously, but by the end of the day, sometimes there are certain things that you shouldn't take too close to heart. Like, if someone looks at me and they go, you're actually not gay. Okay. You know, it's like, oh, you're actually a man. Okay. Or like, damn, you're actually ugly. That's true. So I'm like, all right, there's not, I don't know. It's okay. Like, it sucks to hear that's true, but is it gonna keep me up at night? Nah. You know why? Because I take meds for that. It's like, how do you sleep at night with my pants off if anyone wants to kiss my ass? Okay. Me, when I sleep at night perfectly fine because I take my meds and I pass the fuck out. Am I right? Yeah, yeah. Next to my wife. You know what? By the end of the day, chat, did you wake up next to a beautiful hot woman? I don't think so. I will flex that in front of you forever. Next to my wife, writing.